Vous écoutez Radio Grand Lac sur le 92.1 FM.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Bonjour à tous ceux qui nous écoutent aujourd'hui en Radio Grand Lac 92.1 FM et bienvenue à l'émission Your English Weekly. Je suis Sinead, votre chroniqueuse et professeure d'anglais et bienvenue à la saison 3. L'objectif, comme je dis toujours, est de stimuler la langue anglaise et la compréhension orale. Pour la saison 3, nous avons notre conversation avec Tim toutes les semaines. Cette semaine, Tim, il visite Montmartre. Il va nous faire découvrir cette petite ville dans la grande ville de Paris. Chaque semaine, vous trouvez Tim autour de Coffee and Conversation, animé le vendredi de 8h30 à 9h30 à Your English Workshop à Aix-les-Bains et aussi il y a Coffee and Conversation à le revoir. Attention, la semaine prochaine, c'est les vacances. Donc, nous organisons les stages pour les enfants. Et pendant ce moment-là, avec nos partenaires, vous trouverez toutes les infos sur notre site www.yourenglishworkshop.com. Cette émission est aujourd'hui sponsorisée par Your English Workshop, qui est un centre de formation pour l'apprentissage de l'anglais pour les adultes et les enfants, certifié Calliope. Restez à l'écoute dans les 15 prochaines minutes pour que Tim nous parle de, bien entendu, Montmartre. Cette semaine, notre leçon, elle est de A1. Donc, alors A1 plus pour nos débutants. Hi and welcome back to Your English Weekly, Season 3. If you need the script of today's chat and lesson, click on our website at the top on the right, Your English Weekly. Our lesson today is A1 and A1 plus. We will speak at a slower speed and we will give you our expression of the week. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Sinead.
How are you today, Tim?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you. So, Tim, what words are we going to hear today, or what expressions are we going to hear today?
Okay, so expression is one word we'll hear today.
Yeah, which means an expression, similaire.
Situated.
Qui veut dire situé.
Efficient.
Efficient, ça veut dire efficace.
Wrapped.
Wrapped. Think of the wrap that you can make to eat, which is an envelope. Donc, on est enveloppé, we are wrapped.
Surprise.
Surpris.
Values.
Valeur.
Respect.
Respecter.
Rules.
Règles.
Discover.
Découvrir.
Wine grower.
Wine grower, viticulteur.
Drinks.
Donc, quelque chose à boire.
Ambience.
Une ambiance.
Brother-in-law.
Le beau-frère.
Fortunately.
Heureusement.
Stalls.
Very difficult, listeners. A stall. Donc, c'est comme un étal au marché. Au marché, on va trouver des gens qui vont vendre des choses at the stalls. Donc, un étal.
Wine tasting.
Goûter le vin?
Definitely.
Certainement. Okay, listeners. So now you're going to hear these words today in our talk with Tim.
So I can see Sinead, you're wrapped up warm, I see.
Yes, I put on my jumper because the cold weather has arrived. It was cold this morning, Tim.
Yes, I agree with that. Let me give you a new expression for today. Have you heard I'm all ears?
Tim, I haven't heard that one for a long time. What does that mean? Tim?
Well, I like to surprise you from time to time, Sinead. Let me give you an example.
Okay, what is the example?
I have to tell you about what happened on our trip to Montmartre.
Ooh, because you went to Montmartre.
Yes.
So I'm all ears to hear about Montmartre. I'm all ears. I'm listening to you, Tim.
That's correct. Exactly that.
So now, Tim, I'm listening to you. I'm all ears. Where are we visiting today?
We are visiting Montmartre. I went to visit my brother-in-law who lives outside of Paris, not far from Marne-la-Vallée, near Disneyland. It takes about 45 minutes by car to get into the centre of Paris from his house. So he's really well situated.
Situated, Situé. Écoute, situé. How did you get to Marne-la-Vallée?
I drove to Lyon Airport and then got the train in just under 2 hours to Marne-la-Vallée with Ouigo.
Ouigo, okay, which is like the TGV.
Yes, it's quick, it's cheap, and it's an efficient way of getting to Paris.
Okay, efficient, donc efficace.
Then when I arrived, he collected me from the station and his house is around 15 minutes away.
Okay, so he collected you from the station, from the train station. So what did you do with him this weekend? Tell us, Tim.
To my surprise...
to your surprise, an expression.
He arranged for us to go to an event that day. There was an event in Montmartre in Paris called the Fête de Vendage de Montmartre, which he wanted to take us to visit.
Okay, les Fêtes des Vendanges de Montmartre. What is that in English? Wine picking of Montmartre? Mm-hmm. So what was it about?
Oh, it was, it's a popular annual event that celebrates the grape harvest in Montmartre. And this year it was themed on the Olympic Games motto, faster, stronger, higher, together.
Okay, so the Olympics will take place in next year. Oh no, sorry, the Olympics will take place next year, and they organised the event around the Olympics?
Well, the theme especially.
Okay, the theme.
And it's the 90th edition, the Fête de Vendage de Montmartre.
Okay, 90th.
Yes.
90, the 90th edition. Yes. Okay.
So, a long time.
Yes.
It paid tribute to the Olympics and to sport in general, but also above all to its values. For example, respect for oneself.
Respect, yeah.
And one's body. Respect for others, for the rules and for the environment.
Okay, so that was what the 90th edition was about this year, was about sport in general. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. How long did the event take place?
It took place for 5 days, from the 11th to 15th. But the wine tasting was only taking place over the weekend.
Okay, so the wine tasting, listeners, is when you drink wine, okay? And it took place over the weekend, yeah? So how did you do that? Did you go from stall to stall?
Well, yes, can you believe it? There were 100 producers and wine growers from all over the region helping people discover their know-how and the products of their region and offering food to taste.
Okay, and know-how. What is know-how, listeners? It's when you know how to do something, when you are professional. Mm-hmm. Okay, and did you taste many different wines?
Yes, I tried various wines and beers. It was, I can't remember the names of all the wines I had.
But were they French wines only?
Yes, French wines.
Okay.
And they were excellent.
No international wines.
There was no international, no.
Okay. So, what was fun about this event in Montmartre?
Well, it was fun because of the atmosphere there, and it was set up around the different streets of the Basilique de Sacré-Cœur, which is a great area, and just the amount of people that there were there too. So it made it good fun.
So the atmosphere was very exciting.
Yes.
Were there many people at this event, Tim?
Yes, I found it very busy. Added to the ambience.
Okay, it was very busy. Were people singing and dancing?
Towards the end of the evening, they were dancing on the streets.
Okay, after drinking all the nice wines from
Yes.
the different stalls.
And not eating enough, I don't think.
And not eating enough. Okay, and what did you eat?
There was a lot of food on offer, from crepes to oysters, cheese, meat, Asian food. I ate a lot of the food on offer at the stalls and finished off the evening with some pork ribs.
Okay, so you could eat at the stalls with the wine tasters, or there were different stalls for food?
Some of the wine tasters' stalls were offering bits of cheese and some charcuterie, some ham and
Cold meats. Nice.
Otherwise, they had dedicated stalls for food as well.
Okay, so dedicated stalls for food, dedicated stalls for the wine tasting. Fantastic. Sounds wonderful. Something for everyone.
Yes, indeed.
Did you do anything at your brother-in-law's house after the wine tasting on Montmartre?
Well, the following day actually, we went back into Paris because it was a beautiful morning. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, on the Saturday it was raining, and so it was
dull and terrible.
Yes, so the
English weather.
Yes, British, British,
yeah. Exactly.
And so it was wonderful to see the sun on Sunday. So it inspired us to go back into Paris. He took us to the Eiffel Tower, and we walked around the Louvre also. Okay,
and were there many people there as well around the Louvre?
Too many. Well, for my liking, it was very busy.
Very busy, okay. Plein de monde, very busy. Was it a cultural weekend for you?
Yes, it was. It turned out to be in the end. Lots of reasons, from seeing the Basilique de Sacré-Cœur and being in Montmartre, and then seeing the Eiffel Tower and going to the Louvre.
Okay, and I know it was busy. So did you see everything you wanted to see in the Louvre?
Not everything I wanted to see. I did see the Mona Lisa.
Oh, nice. So when will you go back to visit then?
I would like to go back to visit. I'd like to go back in spring next year.
Okay. Well, Tim, that's all for today. Tim, do you have the quiz for our listeners? And listeners, you can go on the website for the answers. Quiz.
What was the theme of the event this year?
The theme in Montmartre when Tim visited. Okay, number 2.
How many times had they celebrated this event?
Okay, number 3.
What famous church did the event take place around?
Number 4.
What museum did I visit the following day?
Well, listeners, don't hesitate to find the answers on our website. And please, if you wish to listen to this podcast again, you will find us on YouTube, Radio Grand Lac 92.1, Your English Weekly. You can come and visit Tim as I said earlier, on Friday morning at 8:30. Well, that's all from Your English Weekly this week, but stay tuned. Restez à l'écoute. À 13h, il y a le Tendance déco avec Jessica. À 14h15, le jeu de mouvement avec Joe. À 5h, une heure, une commune, la mode Cervelex avec Jean-Pierre. Et à 18h15, c'est bientôt l'apéro avec Sylvain. Well, listeners, that's all from Tim and I today. Bye to you from us at you.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Radio Grand Lac. Votre radio.